Alright, we're making a really easy cereal today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future recipes. We need this commute, or whatever you say, how do you say it? I've only read it. These oats, they're already puffed and they're soft when they come straight out of the bag. And I am adding 3 cups of this to a bowl. Now, in order to make it crunchy like cereal, we're going to need to dry it out in the oven. But before we do that, we're going to add our flavors. This is a completely blank slate, so you can add whatever flavors you want to this. But since we're making honey smacks, we're making a honey flavored oat. The recipe I'm doing here is a mildly sweet cereal recipe. If you want it sweeter, I would add just a little bit more. So I'm starting with 1 tablespoon of real maple syrup. If you want it sweeter, I would double that and make it 2. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of honey. Once again, I would add an additional 1 or 2 tablespoons of honey if you want it sweeter. And you're going to mix it really well so that all of the oats has some covering on it. And then add it to a parchment lined baking sheet. My baking sheet was only able to fit half of this comfortably, so I'm doing 2 batches. And you're going to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. We do not need to cook this, we need to dry it out, so we do not want very high temperatures. Now you're going to put it in the 300 degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I did 20 minutes and it came out perfectly for me. And then you're going to let them cool completely so that the sugar glazing that we're doing right here will harden. Oh, and I forgot to mention 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you need the recipe in full, check the description and I'll have it written out on my blog. So here I am mixing it all together. Once it is baked, let it cool, and then it will just break right apart so you can pour it into a jar. Then you just make your cereal as normal. I find that once they sit in the jar for a bit, it does stick a little bit, but they easily break apart if you stick your finger in and break apart the cereal in the jar, or if you use a spoon, it comes apart really easy once it is cool. And that is it. That's how you make honey smacks.